Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a filing from Exact Sciences Corporation, and let me tell you, it's not exactly a page turner, but it does have some interesting takeaways we can unlock. Think of it like this. At their shareholder meeting, Exact Sciences asked for permission to give out more stock as bonuses, as well as add shares into their purchase plan, and they also held a vote. We are going to break it down, but before we get started, if you find value in getting straightforward insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below. Join us to talk business and reports. First up, let's discuss the 2025 Omnibus Long-Term Incentive Plan. Basically, the company's shareholders said yes to this plan, which is a way for Exact Sciences to reward its employees and executives with stock and other incentives. This is like giving employees a piece of the company pie, which can motivate some Plavmide laid out in their proxy statement from April, so the shareholders knew what they were voting on. Next, the shareholders also approved an amendment to the 2010 Employee Stock Purchase Plan. This plan allows employees to buy company stock at a potentially discounted price. By voting yes, shareholders have enabled the company to issue more shares to the purchase plan. This can benefit employees by giving them a chance to own company stock, and it can also benefit the company by encouraging employee loyalty and investment. Now let's move on to the actual voting results from their annual meeting. We will gloss over some simple things, but we will mention anything interesting. First, the shareholders elected 7 people to the company's board of directors. These are the folks who help steer the ship. All 7 got the majority support, so it looks like things went as expected. For example, Catherine Zanotti received around 145 million votes for, compared to around 5.2 million votes for, compared to around 5.2 million votes against. Not really dramatic changes here. The shareholders also voted to keep PricewaterhouseCoopers as their accounting firm for the year. Over 69 million votes were cast in favour and less than 1 million against. Companies usually stick with their auditors unless there's a really good reason to switch, so this is not at all surprising. Then there's an advisory vote on executive compensation. This is where shareholders get to say whether they think the top executives are being paid fairly. It's non-binding, meaning the board of directors doesn't have to listen to the shareholders, but it's a good way to gauge investor sentiment. In this case, around 40 million votes were in favour, compared to 9.6 million votes against, with 20 million votes were in favour, compared to 9.6 million votes against, with 20 million broken non-votes. It's less of an obvious win, so investors might be feeling that the top executives got a bit overpaid. Moving on, the proposal for their 2025 Omnibus Long-Term Incentive Plan also passed. This is important because it gives the company the ability to keep incentivizing their employees with stock options and other benefits. About 144 million votes were cast in favor, compared to about 6 million against. The amendment to their employee stock purchase plan was also approved. This allows employees to purchase company stock, fostering a sense of ownership. They got almost 149 million votes in favor and another 1.6 million against. Finally, a shareholder proposal about a director election resignation policy did not pass. This policy would push directors to resign when they don't get a majority vote. Nearly 44 million votes were cast in favour, while around 106 million voted against it. So the shareholders didn't think it was a good idea to make directors automatically resign if they don't get enough votes. Now let's zoom out and look at Exact Sciences overall. It looks like the company is taking steps to incentivize employees and align their interests with shareholders through these compensation plans. The vast majority of proposals passed with a large majority, showing a good connection between shareholders and the company. However, the advisory vote on executive compensation shows that at least some investors are concerned about executive pay. While overall nothing catastrophic happened at this meeting, it's a signal that some investors want things to change. Alright, that's our breakdown of Exact Sciences' latest filing. What's your take on these decisions and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more of getting straight to the point. And as always, join the Discord. Thanks for watching. See you next time.